Anyway, Jack, so great to see you.
Great to see you.
Congratulations on this. It moved me beyond belief. I honestly had to think about this movie for a few days after seeing it. I'm not even joking. It's beautiful, it's touching, it is just so poignant. Congratulations to you on this. And I need to know right off the bat, what was it that inspired this story? Are you, I just, oh my God, my heart just goes out to you, honestly.
Oh, but I'm honestly, this touches me so much. It's so funny. Being completely honest, I miss films that make you feel something. I really
Mm,
miss them. And I feel like they were the films that shaped me as an artist. They're the films that made me want to be an actor. They're the films that made me want to be a director. I love going to the theater or watching something that stays in the pit of my stomach and I wake up thinking about it.
yes.
And I think they inspire people as well because what we're missing right now are real stories, adult stories, human stories, stories that we can relate to. I love that you can watch something that we all know what it's like to, you know, be in love and to lose that love, or how you feel about a parental figure, a mentor, a best friend, a random stranger. It was for me, it was trying to make something, and I might sound really ridiculous saying that, but something beautiful
Mm,
about the human condition, and about that we are in such a polarizing stage, device stage in life. It's so filled with hatred and all this shit. Sorry to be blunt about it,
but you're
that every
right.
now and again, yeah. But
Yeah.
and I'm like, every now and again, it's nice to be reminded that the people closest to us, the people that really matter, are far more willing to forgive than you might expect. That people are capable of immense love, and
Yes.
that there's always the root for the underdog, second
It's funny.
chances.
It's funny you say that because I literally wrote that quote down. People who matter in your life are far more willing to forgive you than you might expect. Like
I love you
we're on
wrote
the
that down.
like, oh my God, that really, like when Michael is in that scene with his priest friend, I just lost it. Like honestly,
Oh,
did you listen, I was a huge Boardwalk Empire fan, never missed an episode, loved, loved,
oh, I'm
loved.
so
I loved your
glad to
character,
hear
Richard.
it. That's
You know, like
amazing.
amazing. Now talk about a character that makes you feel, Richard. Like,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah, yeah.
However, did you write this with Michael in mind? And how did you know he was going to pull this off? Because boy, did he ever.
Boy, did every single word. I had Michael's voice in my head. I can't tell you that enough. I, as you know, I love that you're a Boardwalk fan because I found those early scenes between Jimmy and Richard were they shaped my career.
Yeah.
And I owe so much of that to Michael because I found him such a giving actor. He has this quality to him that has this rather hard, rugged, exterior,
Yes.
but such vulnerability, such sensitivity, almost a childlike sense of the world. That when I came up with the story, I honestly I thought about Michael in the role, and it brought me to tears. And that's completely true. I thought about this in that day with him, and I pictured it when I was putting it together. And I remember I went and pitched it to my now wife, and she started crying too. And I was like, it's funny. Like there are certain stories and certain ideas that when you invest in that character, you're taken on such a deeper journey.
Yeah.
And what it does is it reminds us of our humanity. And it
For sure.
reminds us that we adore the redeemable aspects. Like you can go and do something terrible you can do something bad and not be a bad person, you know?
True,
Like this whole
true.
idea of like good and bad. It's about how you are inside. It's about how you move forward. Like, are
Yeah.
you on a good path? Are you innately a good person? Um, and that's the beauty of Michael is I wanted to prove to people that what's the worst thing that somebody could do?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
absolute worst. The one thing I say that I would never be able to forgive myself for.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show that people can make the most gravest of mistakes, but that doesn't define them as a human being.
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So, yeah, that
You
was it.
know, and your directing is exquisite in this. Honestly, I have so many questions. I'm only a few minutes left, but I know it had to have been a really challenging job for you, I think, Jack, and also for the fact. I mean, let's face it, you're in Houston. Like, do you feel the pressure, of living up to your grandfather, like you know what I mean, your uncle, your aunt, like whatever. I mean, my God, I hope that you can set that aside, but I guess there's a little corner of your brain that it's like, yeah, there's a little pressure with that name.
It's so funny. Well, you know what? I felt such love and light from my family. And we've always been so incredibly supportive of each other. And I think that comes down to our absolute love and appreciation for the art form and for film in general.
Yeah,
That we're not approaching it in any sort of competitive sense. It's always been this supportive sense that I never felt the shadow, I always felt the light, and I always felt the lift.
wonderful.
And
Yeah,
and for that I owe them so much. And I've been so inspired by them. Um, it's a of course it is, and those comparisons will be made, and there's that's fine by me.
yeah,
My thing is they always said, if you're gonna do it because you love it, because don't just do something to do something. You have to fully commit
yeah,
body and soul. And it's gonna take hours of your life away from your loved ones. You're gonna be on your hands and knees groveling, begging for money, for an extra day, for a distribution, whatever the hell it is.
yeah,
But to make sure it's worth it, and I've never experienced something when I wrote this script where I felt a physical need to make the movie. Like I was like, if I don't make this, I'm gonna die. It's
well,
like it's absolute. The passion was, and it continues to be that. Like I like that I can say I love my movie. Like I like because I don't just love it for the movie. I love it for all the people that were in the movie, in front of
yeah.
the camera, behind the camera. That collaborative sense. I love the collaboration of this.
Yeah, it's
Of
beautiful.
this.
It really, really is. Jack, you've done an exquisite job with it. And like I said, I love seeing you in front of the camera, but
Oh
you have a
man, you're
career
so
behind the camera too. And that the fact that you brought Steve Buscemi in and like, I mean, this cast
I'm
phenomenal
so
too.
happy.
It was like my Boardwalk Empire. I
Oh,
was
I love it.
it. So
That's so
thank you.
cool. Bonnie, you are the greatest. I'm so annoyed. I could just talk to you all day.
Listen, anytime. I am a huge fan. So you want to go
Uh,
toe to toe later on again? I'm
oh,
here
by
for
the
it,
way,
my
I'm
friend.
honestly, I swear to God, don't tempt me. I'll be there any
I,
day of
I
the week.
I would love to. I have so much stuff to pick your brain, but yeah, I know there's other people waiting for you today, my friend. But listen, thank you, thank you. Happy
Yes, and
holidays to
let's
you
do
and
it
your
again,
family,
though.
and
Please,
I
I'd
hope to
love
see
it.
you at the Critics' Choice Awards. Let's keep our fingers crossed there.
Oh my God, I'd love it. And anyone you can tell about the movie, I just say, I don't do anything. I just say, tell people about it because the best thing is I love people's real reaction for
I
something
have
like that.
been. I know. Since I
Oh,
saw. I have been telling a lot of people this is the most moving film I've
amazing.
seen all year. So thank you for that.
Oh
I
my,
appreciate it,
thank you for that. That
and best
means
of
just
luck.
everything.
Best of luck.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Bonnie.
everything.
You're the greatest. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Bye.
I love.
Thanks, Bonnie.